Welcome to our next episode of
Life in Stereo with your host Stephen Stone and co-host Steve Gibbons.
Thank you very much. Before we start today's podcast, I just wanted to mention that we're coming to you live from Individual Advocacy Group, Bloomingdale Day Training Center. We serve approximately 70 individuals here on a daily basis. Steve comes here Monday through Friday, has to put up with me. And
I mean, you've had to put up with
a lot of stuff.
disabled adults for like
and wanted to give out the website for our agency before we started the podcast, www.iagcares.org. And there you can see some of our events. Steve?
Such as our September 3rd. For those that are in the Wheaton area, we are going to be at Arrowhead Golf Course September 3rd for our annual golf outing.
Right. And we don't even care if you're near Wheaton, just come.
Just come out
So
anyway.
September 3rd, Wheaton, what is it called? Arrowhead Golf Course.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's other information about where we serve. We serve people all throughout the state of Illinois, down in Springfield, Peoria, Bradley, up in this area, Bolingbrook, Romeoville. We're out in Washington, D.C. as well. So very large organization. So please go look at what we do and donate.
I didn't realize we had an office in Bradley.
You know, that's where Hollis and them are. Shout out to Hollis and Kelsey. We are also proud to be sponsored by Mike Moore Miles of Romeoville Auto Repair, located at 652 Independence Boulevard in Romeoville. Call my friends Nick, Melvin, and the owner Enzo at 815-886-5700 for all of your auto service repair needs. They offer a $39 5-quart oil change, that's plus tax. Synthetic oil, $69 plus tax up to 5 quarts. Tell them that Steve sent you from Life in Stereo, and they'll take care of you.
Or Steve Squared in this case.
So tell them Steve Squared sent you, they'll take care of you.
There you go.
Today, back for her second stint on our show, Life in Stereo, is Dina. Welcome, Dina.
Hey,
And she
thank
brought
you.
along with Mike. Can you pronounce your last name for us, Mike?
Yeah, Mike Mahler. Hi, guys. Nice to meet
Mike
you.
Mahler, Keely Vasquez, and of course Dina is Dina DiCostanzo. I screwed it up last
DiCostanzo.
Costanzo. Okay. So we welcome Michael and Keely to the show, who are also members of the Yacht Rockets. And
Yeah.
today we're coming back because Stephen wanted to talk. Our panel here has a lot of experience with musical theater, Broadway,
Right.
all that type of thing, producing, writing, acting, singing, the whole deal. So Stephen is a big Broadway fan, so we're doing that today.
But before any of that, I wanted to get started with the whole Barry Manilow thing.
No, hold on. That's like the big plug, you know. We can't blow the whole thing.
We
at the
can't blow
beginning,
that right
you know.
away.
So this is what we're calling our Broadway special. Dina, please give the viewers, we'll start with you, a little synopsis of your musical theater career.
All right. Well, thanks again for having me and my
Thanks
buddies
again,
here,
Dina.
some of
Thank you.
my best pals here. We all actually met doing theater first and then became a band many, many, many years, almost 2 decades later.
Wow. All right, cool.
Yeah, but my background, I went to St. Viator High School in Arlington Heights. That's where I started doing theater. And I went to Columbia College, majored in theater, minored in music. And
Now,
I
I like
started
the title of that, Dina, because when I was looking up, reading about your Columbia College musical theater program. Wow, that's
I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had one.
I didn't either. That's why I kind of mentioned
You
it.
know, I think I say that because technically I majored in theater, like straight theater, what we would call. But it was the 90s, so it just was called different things. And but anyway, that's where I got a lot of my training. But I started working professionally pretty young, about 18. So I really started working in 1998 at the Drury Lane Oak Brook, which consequentially I met Mike Mahler there in 2007.
Ah, that's right.
We did the Buddy Holly story, but I met Keely much before that. I think Keely and I met in maybe 99 or 2000 at an old, now defunct theater in Munster, Indiana called Theater at the Center. I think that's where we met. Is that right, Keith?
Wow.
Actually, before that, but I think professionally we met at Theater at the Center. Yeah.
Yeah, doing children's theater.
I was gonna say we were doing a kids show, right?
We were doing
Princess Amber,
Sleeping
Princess
Beauty.
Amber. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
She's our wedding
But-
girl.
yeah.
Anytime you
We've
guys
all done
want
that show.
to,
No, we've all
sing, do it.
we've all
Great.
been in that particular production, which was a Mark Robin original that they used to do it all the. Do you remember the Candlelight at Drury Lane South? All those that same show got, and so we all did it, just sometimes not together.
And like
That's
I
why
said,
Michael knows the
anytime
lyrics.
If you want to break into song, just
Oh, sure.
just do it.
Especially
Got
since
it.
this is a Broadway episode.
And Steve may jump in with you for
Heck.
What are you talking about? People don't just break into song for no reason.
Like we always do. We do it on the regular.
Thank you. That's what we want. Okay, go ahead, Dina. Keep going.
Oh no, just that's my background, and again, that's how the three of us all met, was doing theater. And I've since gone on, kind of moved away from performing on stage in that way, but I direct and choreograph. Mike and I have worked together in that capacity. We could talk about that show later. I did bring my only music theater hat with me. We'll talk about this
Oh,
show.
yes.
Miracle the Musical.
There
I
you
saw
go.
that. Yeah, Miracle, the musical about the Cubs. Miraculous.
I forgot. Did they do it really?
Yeah.
We sure did. Mike Mahler composed the show.
Yep.
Wow.
And I loosely choreographed it. It wasn't really a dance show, but I was involved. And that's one of the shows we worked on behind the scenes together.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you name some of the
That's me.
songs or sing some of the songs from that? I'm a big Cub fan.
All
so.
the Way's got to be in there because that's part of that.
We did they were
Hate
all
to put
original.
Mike
We
on
did,
the
there
spot
was
there.
one,
You know.
I'm trying to think. There was one about how the main character's wife hated the cold in Chicago. She sang a song called "I Hate the Cold."
Right.
There was a song about
What about the one where she rapped around the bases, Mike?
Oh yeah,
That
fly
one's
the
good.
W. Hashtag fly the W. These Cubs are gonna trouble you. So hashtag fly the W.
Oh, the wind flag.
Yeah. There's a lot of really fun songs in that.
Where was that?
That
Where
you
did you
wrote.
perform that at?
That was at the Royal George Theater,
Okay.
Also defunct.
across the street from the Steppenwolf. But yeah, sadly, the theater's closed now. But we had
Everywhere we work seems to close. So
I'm saying there's a through line here.
Let's not hope that's the same for our podcasters.
No, not at all. No, the three of us have spent a lot of time together in the last 2 years, and we've not closed anything down. So you're in good. You're gonna be
All right,
fine.
good.
Yeah.
Now you're a Jeff Award nominee, correct, Dina?
I actually think maybe all three of us are.
We are.
Oh, okay.
We're all nominated. Mike has won several, I believe. How many? 3, 4,
Or
7?
Or 7,
A
whatever.
lot.
Wow. Now, what exactly
I
is
was a-
that?
the Jeff Awards are sort of like the Chicago theater equivalent of the Tony Awards. You know,
Okay.
they're every year there's a Jeff committee that watches all of the shows that go up in Chicago, which is there's a lot.
A lot of
yeah.
And then they have a ceremony where they sort of, give out awards to productions and people that they think are deserving, and it's fun. It's like a celebration of the Chicago theater community.
So, who is the Jeff Awards named after?
Joseph Jefferson.
Jefferson. Okay.
Joseph Jefferson, yeah.
I think he was a Chicago guy. Let's look it up. I've got a Google thing. I'll do that while you guys talk.
Okay, thank you. I think I went to the Steppenwolf once and I saw, what was it? Glenn Ross. I mean, that was
Wow, classic.
fantastic. That's a great theater. So the Chicago Justice. Oh, tell us about Hairspray, Grease, all your other.
Okay, I think we're still on me over here.
Yeah.
Keely, I was Keely's understudy in Hairspray.
Wow.
Amazing.
that we
And
did at the Drury Lane Oak Brook.
let me guess.
I never got to go on because she was so fabulous. Never had to go on, thank God.
Tracy, probably.
Me?
No, she was Velma, the mother.
Oh,
The mean mom.
Michelle Pfeiffer's in the movie.
Correct. This was like how many years ago? 15, 14 years ago? 2012.
14.
So
14. Dina was far too young to be my understudy, but she was.
well, you
That's
were
why
far
Steve
too
guessed
young
a
to be
different
playing.
character. Yeah.
I was already
Yeah.
40. So yeah, no, we did Hairspray together, and that was the last show we did together, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
But that's where
Keely,
we
can we
got a
move
little
on
bit
to you?
closer.
Tell us about your resume, please, and then you could tell Steve all about Barry Manilow.
I will.
Ah.
Yeah, I started performing really young too. I was singing I was singing solos at, like, third grade. My first professional show was in high school at the Muni, which was down in St. Louis. Um, but then I went to college for it at Illinois Wesleyan University.
Hey.
Yep. And then I moved to Chicago and quit for about 6 or 7 years. And then one of my first shows back was a show called Could It Be Magic? The Barry Manilow songbook,
Oh, wow.
written and directed by Barry and his two co-writers, Ken and Mitzi Welch, who were really famous writers on the Carol Burnett show.
Whoa.
Wow.
And so he kind of theatricalized a lot of his songs. It did not go over very well, but we did run for about 6 months at the Mercury.
Coming from a musical written by Barry Manilow, that's kind of tough to hear that.
Yeah.
But it was most of his songs just like set in a musical review. And then from there, a couple years later, he was doing a show called One Night Live, One Last Time at in Vegas, and they called me and they said, "Hey,
You want to be a part of that?"
you want to just come do this one show with us?" It was 2004, and I was like, "Yeah, that sounds so fun." And I learned like 45 songs, and it was
Wow.
crazy, and it sold out. And then I think Live Nation was like, "We should see if we could take this on the road," and literally started touring, and then went to like it just all kind of happened very, very fast. And so from 2004 until 2013, I was with him all over the
Wow.
world and in Vegas, his residency there. And then when I came back, I started my musical theater career again.
Wow.
So,
That's
and my
amazing.
first show back was Hairspray with Dina.
Okay.
So since then,
Barry
I've done.
Manilow, nice guy, I'm sure.
Oh, he's lovely. He's wonderful. He's a music. I mean, he really is a musical genius. He's got music on his brain all the time. He's
the
really,
guy,
really.
He's the guy that gave us the lyrics for the bandstand theme years ago.
That's right. The bands. I mean, that was in our show. I mean, we danced. We were kind of his sidekicks. Sometimes when you're a backup singer, you're kind of in the background. We were literally. Dina came to see the show, actually. Yeah, it was super fun, and it was. I got to see the world, and I got to do a lot of really cool things. And
what was the story behind that whole thing? Why did they did they want somebody else to do it, or was he the first choice to do it?
The lyrics. He was a lyricist. I mean, like that's what he. I mean, he was mostly a composer. He worked with a lot of lyricists, but when he did write the lyrics, they were really catchy. He wrote State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Really?
I am stuck on Band-Aids because Band-Aids stuck
He
on
did?
me. That's very
What?
What?
Yeah.
He wrote
Holy cow.
commercial jingles? Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, he famously got paid like $50 a piece. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So
He wrote that. He's
That's
not
amazing.
made $1 from it since he wrote it, but yeah, he wrote that.
He still gets.
Wow.
I'm sure he gets royalties every time.
He does not. He does not.
Doesn't.
Really?
No, because he was young and he took what we call a buyout. Someone says, "Hey, Michael, you do this all the time, right?" Say, "Hey, Michael, here's $500. Could you just write us a something or other?" And you go, "Yeah." And,
yeah, that's how a song that I wrote is used in the Lego store in New York all the time for free.
I'm sure that happens a lot, right? In your field, yeah.
But yeah.
The most beautiful Barry Manilow melody that I know of is Mandy.
Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous song.
It is.
It's a good one.
Is it true that it was about his dog? Is that old?
Well, it's
tale
actually
true?
he didn't write that one. Marty Panzer wrote that one. But
He sang it.
he sang it. It was actually his kind of introduction to Clive Davis, who just recently passed away, the music
Yes.
mogul.
I forgot
And
about
it was
that.
a rock song.
They were
And
really
so
super
Barry
talented.
was like, I don't know. And he tried to record it the way that he'd heard it, the demo. And Clive Davis was like, that's terrible. Barry's like, I know. Let me try it this way. And then, but the original title of the song was Brandy.
Right.
And it
Oh.
came out the same year as a very famous yacht rock tune called
Okay.
Brandy, You're a Fine Girl.
Brandy, you're a
So they-
fine girl.
The Looking Glass one.
They
Yes,
changed it to
Looking.
Mandy. Yeah. So it
Wow.
had nothing to do with the dog. It just was they changed the first letter so that it didn't compete with the rock song Brandy.
Wow.
I'm-
Now that's a good
That
story.
is
That's a good. Now Clive Davis discovered one of my favorite bands, Aerosmith. So
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, the man. I mean, he was incredible.
obviously,
A good ear for music. Let's say.
I mean, heck, he's the guy that discovered Whitney Houston, for Pete's sake.
he did too. Holy.
He had a pretty good ear, that Clive
Yeah,
Davis.
yeah,
He sure
I'm
did.
stuck on
He
Aerosmith.
did pretty good.
There's something about Clive Davis's right. I think he had something to do with Aretha Franklin as well at some point.
I mean, yes, he's been affiliated. I mean, name someone famous he's been affiliated with
Yeah.
them. He's,
Alicia Keys was one.
It's amazing.
I mean,
you know, it really is.
I said,
Michael,
by the way,
okay.
I said Marty Panzer, and I was wrong. Marty Panzer he wrote a million things, but he didn't write that. He wrote, I think Scott English wrote Mandy, just to correct myself.
yeah.
Thank you. We would have been getting calls.
Well,
on that.
I just, I said it.
Barry Manilow would call in and be like, "Excuse me."
Right.
That's wrong. No, I just
love
anyway.
the podcast, but
some-
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, I will say that Barry Manilow does love Broadway, and he had a show that actually finally went to Broadway after 25 years in development. It was a show called Harmony, but Barry's really well versed in musical theater as well, so that was always a fun thing for us to do show tunes. He actually got permission from Stephen Sondheim to use Old Friends for one of his songs, so pretty cool. Yeah.
Wow. Michael, how about you? Tell us, you're the award winner. Give us
Sure.
You're
Yeah,
the Chicago County winner.
I was a theater nerd growing up and just kind of stuck with it. I went to school at Northwestern for musical theater, and I've tried to kind of keep doing everything in the musical theater that I can do. So I perform still in shows occasionally in Chicago, and I music direct a lot around town. And I've been doing a lot of writing. I actually got to write for Broadway. I wrote original new lyrics for the latest revival of Miss Saigon that went to Broadway.
Okay.
That was really fun.
Impressive. Yeah.
And I got to write songs for the My Little Pony: A New Generation for Netflix. And yeah, a bunch of shows that have premiered in Chicago and gone on to life around the world. So it's been a wild ride, but it's been really fun.
That's awesome. Also a Richard Rodgers Award winner.
Yes. I got a Richard Rodgers Award for a show that I was working on about Frankenstein. So yeah.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Well, I always, I usually go see live music. I do like some musicals. I just recently went to the Metropolis and saw Wizard of Oz.
Oh, great.
It's really hard. It's so, like live music, rock bands, they'll make little mistakes here. But boy, you go to a theater thing and I don't know how they memorize
They do
every-
it spot on.
It's like, no mistakes, nothing. It's just amazing.
Well, because they rehearse for months on end.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that's the gig, man. You gotta get it right. You gotta do it right every time. That's sort
it's
of
amazing.
the job. But yeah, it's hard, but you have to love it.
Yeah, you would have to be dedicated. Now, I want to turn this over to Steve because he wants to speak to everybody about certain composers, Sondheim. Who else? Go ahead. I'll turn this over to you.
I always loved Andrew Lloyd Webber's stuff. I don't know if
Yeah.
agrees with, because I was just listening to All I Ask of You the other day, and his orchestrations are just something else.
Yeah, really lush and gorgeous and melodic. His melodies. I mean, nobody writes a tune like him.
No.
Just recently got to direct a show called Tell Me on a Sunday, which is a one-woman show with all of his songs. It was originally done in London, but then Bernadette Peters did it on Broadway in a show called Song and Dance. But all of his
Right.
music was in my brain for about a year. But really unexpected song, Tell Me on a Sunday. Like he wrote some really beautiful ballads that aren't like, as popular as say the music from Phantom, but
Yeah.
really again when you think about some of, I mean, the amount of music that he's written is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I would put him in the same category as Steven Schwartz, to be honest with you.
sure. Yeah, and just in terms of quality of output, absolutely.
I mean, hello, we got Wicked out of Steven Schwartz, thank you.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you
I got to
want
work with Steven Schwartz in Chicago quite a few years ago now, but he came into town to put his working show up, like a new version of it, and I got to be in the cast of that. That was a blast. He was really
That's so
I
cool.
saw you.
I'm
I
to?
saw
That
you
is
in
cool.
so
it was when before Lin-Manuel Miranda was Lin-Manuel Miranda. He wrote a song for the show. We all got to meet him. That was pretty cool.
That's so cool.
And
Oh,
look
is
where he's
that
at
right?
now,
What's that?
doing Hamilton and Disney and things.
I know. Yeah, now he's sort of nonstop working. It's amazing. It's great.
Yeah, that is cool.
I just remembered he did that remake of West Side Story too.
Yeah, he did the Spanish lyrics. Yeah, so he got to work with Stephen Sondheim. There you go.
Now you believe that when I told you Steve is knows his
Yeah,
facts on
I mean,
Broadway.
he also got to work with darn Emily Blunt for Pete's sake too.
it's true. He did.
That's true. He was her Bert, right?
He
Well,
was.
his name in the show is, or the name of the movie is Jack, but
Oh, is it?
I think it's Bert's like
Stand-in.
protege or something.
Yeah.
Did you want to discuss any other Stephen Sondheim, some of his things?
There's
Sweeney Todd.
the Demon Barber. Yeah,
Yes.
I enjoyed that one.
Have any of us ever been in that show? I've never been in that show.
and
Have you?
I musically staged it at Porchlight. I was the choreographer.
The one with David Girolamo?
Hmm
I saw that one. It was great.
Rebecca Finnegan. That was a great show.
Rebecca Finnegan, it was great. And actually, if you really like that show, Steve, a community theater in the North Side called Big Noise is doing a production coming up very soon. And a young actor that I worked with recently, his name is Henry Lombardo. He will be playing Tobias, and he's amazing.
Oh, that's
So
great.
I would highly recommend, if you like Sweeney Todd, try to go check out Big Noise's show.
who was
Where's
it?
that at? Dude? Big Noise?
Well, they're on the north side. I want to say they're in
In the city.
I can't recall where they produce. No, Northbrook or Highland Park,
Oh,
somewhere up
okay.
there.
Okay.
Who was it that wrote the was it was Sondheim the one that wrote the music for Sweeney Todd? I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it's one of his great scores, I think.
One of the most underrated musicals too.
Absolutely.
I don't know if it speaks to the masses the way that some Andrew Lloyd Webber does, right? It's a little
Right.
dark.
I mean, starring the Murder She Wrote actress Angela Lansbury on Broadway for like 200 and some odd performances. That's amazing. It's like just
Yeah.
and I just love Lin-Manuel Miranda is phenomenal too. I mean, he hosted the Tony Awards one year and because James he was with the Carpool Karaoke with James Corden and
Yeah.
he was doing a Tony thing or something and
No,
Yeah.
I got to see way back in the day. I went a couple times to see at the auditorium Showboat when the guy
Wow.
sings Old Man River. That's
Wow.
really special. And I got to
Yeah.
see Donny Osmond and Joseph many times.
Right.
There's a couple other.
and
I'm such a fan of Donny Osmond. And so to take it back to Mary Manilow really, really quickly and not talk about musical theater at all, Donnie and Marie was a show that I watched growing up, and I literally would make my parents get dressed up so that I could dance on the fireplace and watch Donnie and Marie. So all these famous people would come see Barry Manilow, but Barry knew how much I loved Donny Osmond, and so we would meet these people, it wouldn't be a big deal. But Donny Osmond is also not someone who generally does meet and greets. He's very famously has some social he gets nervous. And so I knew he was coming to the show, but I didn't think we would get to meet him. And Barry had arranged for me to like be the first person in the room. And when I tell you that I lost my entire mind, the photos of me, I'm smiling. You can see my back teeth. Like it's crazy. I was so excited to meet that man.
It's funny.
That's cool.
It's funny that you mentioned Donny Osmond because we have a resident here that actually got to work with him.
Yeah, one of
Oh,
the guys
cool.
that comes here too. He did some things with Donnie.
That's cool.
And Marie. Yeah,
During the Joseph era too.
I think it was.
So cool.
My only Donny Osmond story, I went to see him in Vegas one year. I think it was the Donnie and Marie show, and
Yeah.
sitting in front of me was a friend of his, Ricky Schroeder, if anybody.
Ricky.
So he bought me a Coke. He said, "You want me?" Hey, I was talking to him. "Yeah, let me buy you a drink." Well, I don't
Ricky
drink.
Schroeder from
Yeah, Silver Spoon.
From Silver Spoon.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
That's as close to Donny Osmond as I.
I
Oh,
mean,
6 degrees.
I mean, you could have met Darren Alfonso Ribeiro because he was on the show too.
Well, I was with Ricky Schroeder, and he was a nice, very nice guy.
So-
Very nice guy.
I'm gonna. What I was planning on doing was I'm gonna give you.
Uh-oh, no tests here, right?
No,
Okay.
I was gonna give them like a show, and they have to tell me the favorite song from the show.
Love
Okay.
it.
See, I didn't even script that for him. He came up with it.
Let's start. Well, if I said Wicked, I probably know what you're gonna say. Defying Gravity, right?
Don't give me
I
an answer.
actually, well, do you want to start with Wicked?
Yeah, let's start with Wicked because I think we have different. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like Defying Gravity. I really like When I Meet the Wizard. And
Adina,
got to-
yeah, Adina Menzel and
yeah, when I was working with Stephen Schwartz, he told us a story about writing that song because he said, you know,
Yeah.
when he was working on When I Meet the Wizard, he kept thinking about, and this is weird because it doesn't sound anything like it, but he said he kept thinking about one from a chorus line because when you
one.
saw it on Broadway, wait, yeah, but he said for the staging of it, the way it worked is like all of the people kept like coming together and making a line, but then they would break up again, and then they would come back together and they would make a line, and then they would break up again. And it wasn't until the very end of the song that they finally all got together and made a chorus line and started doing the kick thing, and it was like so satisfying because you've been waiting for it for the whole song.
Yeah.
So he said he tried to make When I Meet the Wizard like that. It's like you keep getting to that chorus and it kind of goes, the wizard and I, but then at the very end she's like, and I stand there with the wizard, and she like goes up and it's
Adina is a master at that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're waiting for it and then you finally get it and she's just wailing and you're like, yes, this is what I wanted.
Agreed. I think that one takes more stamina too to sing.
Yeah, it's a beast.
But I think the one that really takes the most stamina from the show for her is Defying Gravity, no doubt.
Oh man, it's rangy. She certainly changed the way Broadway ladies have to sing now.
100%.
Yes.
That show changed the way that we all like. Michael, right? It was like a middle C, like the Belcher C was the one that the note you kind of had to have if you were gonna be doing shows. And now, I would say it's up there. It's E flat
It's like
F.
an E flat
Yeah.
F. Yeah, now
Yeah.
it's she's sort of
Yeah.
upped the game a little bit, for better or worse.
That's why I don't do it anymore.
I mean, her co-star was in one of the Descendants movies, Kristen Chenoweth, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also played Velma in the televised version
Oh
of
right.
Hairspray.
She's so funny.
She was
Yeah.
funny.
I love Kristen Chenoweth.
Anybody else have a favorite song from that?
From Wicked?
Yes.
Well, as a person who could never sing the alphabet stuff ever, so those don't sit with me as much because I can't sing them. But I it's like basic, but Popular is so fun and funny
Right.
and
Yeah.
is really fun. But I'm also not like Wicked is not in my top, anything. But I like the reference that the unlimited how it's the Somewhere Over the Rainbow reference that
Yeah.
they repeat throughout is a little homage to the original. So that's just a kind of a fun thing that I like about Wicked.
Yeah, there's a lot of those little
Keely?
I love the movie version of Dancing Through Life. I thought
Oh, so good.
I thought Jonathan
Listen.
Bailey was just perfect, and I loved that entire. I thought that was the most magical. Like,
That's
that's.
great.
I mean, I love the original Leo, wait, Norbert, what's his name? Keely, come on.
Yeah.
Leo.
He has a million names. But yeah, I love
Yeah,
that
Norbert
version too. But
Leo
it's just,
Butts.
but being able to see, just being able to see that movie magic of it all was really, really cool.
But then, what do you think about the movie itself?
I loved the first movie. I didn't see the second one. Sorry.
Same. Me neither.
Yeah, I heard this.
I loved the first one though.
Me too.
So what is your opinion on the two leads, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande of all people?
I tell you what, I was going into it ready to not like Ariana Grande, thinking like this is stunt casting or whatever,
Right.
but like I thought she was great.
I think she did the work. I think she really I think she nailed the whimsical part of Glinda, and also like I thought she was great. And I
she
was
again,
really
same.
great.
She's a pop singer. I was not sure she like that's a real. I mean, it's a true soprano role, which they don't often really even write anymore in modern musical theater. You don't have a soprano as a lead. That's generally just not. I guess it's not really true. I mean, I think what is it? What's the God? Something rotten. There's a soprano. But she's a secondary lead. I'm just saying that like I don't think that they write sopranos the way that they used to, and that's a hard one. So I thought she did a great job.
And
And
Cynthia,
funny.
Cynthia Erivo is just like,
oh,
Amazing, yeah.
yes.
I saw both movies actually. I like.
oh, did you?
Yeah, I like them both.
Although, talking of Cynthia Erivo, I'm gonna pick a song where she gets the lead. No Good Deed.
It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next show, Steve.
Well, we were talking about him earlier, Lin-Manuel Miranda, so let's do Hamilton.
Hamilton. Okay.
Oh man, I feel like it changes for me by the day.
Mm-hmm.
My family actually just took a trip to Colonial Williamsburg on vacation. So we were listening to that album kind of over and over again, like, oh, this is where this happened, and this is where this like reliving it. So I really love what's the one? Here comes the general, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the general, the moment you've been waiting for. That I think moment in the show is one of my favorites for sure. But God, the score is just incredible.
What's the name of the tune? Take the bullets out the guns. The bullets
Oh,
out
it's
the.
not your gun. We move as the city, then we move as one. Yeah, it's
It's the I don't know the title of it, but I love it. I love it. I love all the raps in that. Hercules Mulligan.
World Turns Upside Down or whatever.
Yeah, so good.
It's funny because that I felt like that one kind of got overplayed, and I hadn't listened to it, and randomly came through a shuffle the other day, that tune, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
Yeah, Yorktown. The world
Yorktown.
turned upside
down.
Yeah, so good.
Yes.
Dina, how about you? Is that one of your? We got to find a show that's Dina's favorite here.
It's the modern shows are not as much in my vernacular as
the modern anything
shows.
is not so much in Dina's. Talk about the 20s. Talk about the golden age. Talk about the golden age for Dina.
So we're talking
I
about
do
like
love golden age.
So we're talking like Bernadette doing like Annie, you get your gun and things like that.
I got to see her do that. She was great.
Did you really?
I did. I got to see it. Oh, it was so good.
Who was your male co-star when she did it? Was it Rex Harrison?
No, it was what's his name? He was like a TV guy. Oh shoot, I'm not gonna remember it, but he was good.
Steve's job here is always to stump the panel.
I've done that.
I just couldn't take my eyes off of her. She was just so funny and beautiful and sounded great. And
so Dina, what's a show that's one of your favorites? State Fair.
Sorry, what was the
Oklahoma?
question?
What would be one of your favorite shows?
Oh no, I don't like those classics. I like Gershwin, and I like
Cole
Porter
Porgy
stuff.
and Bess,
I
that
like
kind
a
of
big,
thing.
Yeah. No, actually, not that I don't like Porgy and Bess. I like it fine. I like a big dance musical. 42nd Street. Crazy for You. On the Town is one of my favorite. It's Bernstein with the best orchestrations.
Yes.
In my opinion, that's one of my favorite shows.
One of the best Gene Kelly roles too.
Oh yeah. Big Gene Kelly fan. I got him up on my wall here. Italian language poster of Singing in the Rain, which is my favorite movie. So
Which
yeah, those are
again,
more.
one of his co-stars from Singing and Learning was in On the Town with him, Donald O'Connor.
That's right. I
Um,
actually Betty Garrett was in On the Town. She played Hildy, and I got to meet her at Columbia College, and she came in and had a music theater scholarship, and I got to go meet her, and she told some great stories behind the scenes about Frank Sinatra and Gene Kelly and all those
Trust me,
guys.
Oh, I bet she had
That's
stories.
yeah, I'm
so
sure.
cool.
because everybody
She
knows
did
that
tell
Frank was
us.
kind of Frank was kind
Well,
of
she told us that Frank Sinatra wore a fake butt in "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
A fake butt.
A fake
He
butt.
wore fake butt pads.
Pets.
That's funny.
there's something about like old school Broadway that hits different.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, if you think about it, we didn't have streaming. We didn't have like it was the thing to do. So you would get all dressed up and go watch a 3-hour musical. Now people's attention spans are different. So musicals have evolved, I think, to try to keep the
Keep up with,
attention
yeah.
of a society that is very much like what's next, what's next, what's next. And so I think
Right.
that's maybe something that Dina that you don't love about it, right? Like that is like let's just have
It's not even,
let's have
yeah.
let's have a bunch of people dancing. Why not?
Well, I do miss
It's
that there
a-
aren't dance shows there where there used to be. Using dancing in theater to propel the story, West Side Story, things like that. And it's not even that I don't like them; they just haven't sat with me the same way. That's all. Hamilton's great. I saw it, thought it was cool, but I don't like sit on it repeat, the way I did some of these other shows. But Steve, what's your favorite show?
If we're talking old school, that's tough. Probably Gordon McRae in Oklahoma.
Okay,
Nice.
that's
Just
a
for the
classic. That's for
just
sure.
for the opening song alone.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, what a beautiful morning.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just
Cool.
Carolyn John. Movies from what, 65, 64?
Yeah, something like that.
Sounds right.
Isn't it amazing to think about when those guys, when Oscar Hammerstein and Richard Rodgers were writing that show, like it was like nothing else at that
At the
time.
time, yeah.
Everything else was like a review. It was just like,
Mhm.
we got a bunch of like great songs that we
License,
like, and we'll
da-da-da-da.
loosely stitch them together with some scenes or whatever. But it was just like a review, and they were like, "What if we told a story?
Although I
From
do,
beginning to end, and all the songs, move the story along, and like we're not going to start it with a big showy." Kick line. We're going to start it with one guy in a cornfield thinking about how nice the day is, and
But
like it
that's
became a huge hit.
in my opinion, that is what that's the start of what true Broadway is now.
Totally agree. Yeah, it changed the game completely.
And then of course you got Jill Andrews as Eliza Doolittle in My Fair Lady, which
Oh my God.
just is a whole nother
Think
thing
you.
of its own.
The movie. Did Julie do it on Broadway? Is that?
Yeah,
And
Yes.
then Audrey
Yes.
was the movie version.
Audrey
right?
was, yeah.
And there's a
With the
funny story
Secret
about
Singer.
speaking of right, the story about her is she auditioned for she was auditioning for South Pacific to be Nellie Forbush, and they loved her and they wanted her, and she said, I appreciate it. I have another offer that's a show at the same time, so I don't know if I can do it. And they're like, what's the show? And she said, My Fair Lady. And they're like, you know what? You should go do that show.
Right.
And
Maybe
then the rest
maybe
is-
Nelly is not
and the rest is history.
And then
that's amazing.
how did she get tied up with Disney for like 2 movies?
I know, but her Mary Poppins is pretty iconic.
Oh,
No,
Dick Van Dyke is, oh my lord.
Although that British accent is pretty rough.
And of course,
It's funny. I remember watching it as a kid and not even thinking about it, but then you go back as an adult and you're like,
like,
what?
What?
Mary Poppins.
one of my favorite songwriting duos actually comes from Disney, the Shermans.
Oh yeah, geniuses. Just some
Yes.
incredible songs they wrote.
What did they write, Steve?
They wrote the soundtrack for Mary Poppins. They wrote the soundtrack for Darn Jungle Book, which
Oh,
the
wow.
Beatles were supposed to be the Vultures, but they declined. And then,
That'd be cool.
if we're talking about Disney 90s Renaissance, there's one person that we have to talk about. Alan Menken,
Howard
of
Ashman.
course.
Alan
Alan
Menken.
Menken.
Alan Menken.
Alan Menken. Howard Ashman.
I'm working with Alan Menken as we speak. We're writing a
Whoa.
show together. I'm writing lyrics for his music for an adaptation of Night at the Museum. So
Wow.
This is why I brought him.
keep your eyes
Wow, yeah, thank you,
peeled.
Dina.
Yeah, it should be
Wow.
hopefully opening at some point in a theater near you.
It's totally cool.
I wanted to interview him. So one of my favorite shows he ever did was the soundtrack for Little Shop.
Yes, I love that show too.
Oh
It's one of my
gosh,
favorites
it's
of all
so
time.
good.
Ugh.
Mike
Okay.
and his wife Dara starred as
Or an Audrey.
Saw that. You guys were so good.
Aw,
You guys
so
started
good.
Seymour and Audrey. Oh my lord.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to feed my wife to a plant.
Yeah. Yeah. Although personally, Something Seymour is my favorite song in the show. If I
Yeah.
would say.
I agree. It's like a perfect musical theater song. It's so good.
I love Downtown.
Downtown is a
yeah.
great opener.
Yes.
Well, not really an opener, but
Alan Menken knows what he's doing when it comes to writing shows.
oh,
Oh
he
my
really
goodness.
does. He does that thing. The thing that I love that he does it in Little Shop, and he does it in Beauty and the Beast.
With a lot of Disney stuff.
He's got like this great opening number that sort of sneaks an I Want song in the middle of it, right?
Mhm.
Like you got Downtown and you establish the world and everybody's poor,
Right.
and Seymour comes out in the middle of it. All my life I've always been poor, and he sings his like I Want just in the middle of
Mhm.
Downtown, and then the
Well,
song
then-
keeps going, just like in
Little Town.
Little Town. It's a quiet
Oh,
village.
that's
It's like you're meeting all the town, bonjour, 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 and then she comes out. I want adventure in the great wide somewhere. She's got this little I Want song in the middle of it. It's so
His
efficient.
his songs are so singable. Like,
Yes.
and I think one of my Audrey gets her own song too.
Oh, Somewhere That's Green.
Somewhere That's
yes.
Green.
It's a classic Alan Menken ballad. Just beautiful melody, and Howard Ashman's lyrics too are
Oh,
I
just
forgot. Was that the
genius.
first? Is that the first time they met each other? Was through that?
I think that's the first show. I don't know if it's the first show they wrote together. They met at the BMI workshop, and they
That's-
started writing together there.
That's right.
But I know that was
because,
their first show that really hit, that became a big hit.
Well, according to Alan Menken himself, he grew up in Astoria, Queens. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, and his family were all dentists.
That
Is
is
that
so
right?
funny. I did not know that. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
all of
that's
his family are
hilarious.
dentists, so he thought that's what he would do. But he
His
liked
bro-
music so much, and his parents, encouraged him.
It's
So
funny
he
that
wrote
we
Little
talked
Shop of
about.
Horrors with that dentist character.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh, that
It's
is
Total
so funny.
sadist.
It's funny that we mentioned Gershwin because one of his inspirations early in childhood was George Gershwin.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Rodgers and Hart and
those melodies for sure.
oh god,
I
What
would
do you-
like to, if I could just interject really quickly,
Mhm.
and I want to give a shout out to my friends and bandmates really quick. If you like all these writers and composers, you should really look up some of the stuff Mike has written. He's
Aw.
written shows called How Can You Run with a Shell on Your Back? That's you, right?
Yeah, that was me.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, that's you, right?
Nope.
Or no,
Here-
Wimpy Kid. Diary of a Wimpy
Diary
Kid,
of a Wimpy
sorry.
Kid. Yeah, that one's
There
I
you
always
go.
get the names confused.
Hero.
Hero, the musical is amazing, so interesting. And then October Sky is you, right?
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
is-
October Sky, Michael. It's so
know.
beautiful.
So
Oh,
look those
okay.
up, okay, Steve? And then I want to shout out Keely, who's currently one of the best casting directors in town
Oh
at
come
a
on.
theater called Music Theater Works. And she's putting together amazing casts for this theater, on top of singing and performing herself. But I just wanted to give them both those two shouts out that you should
Yes.
look into their work in that regard.
Yes,
Thank you, Dina.
and then one of my
Keely, where is the Music Theater Works?
Music Theater Works is up in Skokie. They perform at the North Shore Center for the Performing Arts.
Okay.
West Side Story opens on Friday.
Wow.
and then one of my other favorite
And your
that
your
goes on.
directorial debut there is coming up, right?
Oh
Hairspray?
right, I'm directing Hairspray in the fall.
Oh,
There you go. It all comes back to Hairspray.
It does all come back to Hairspray.
So, what is your opinion on the 2007 remake? Speaking of
Me?
that,
I like it. Look, I don't. I think Hairspray is a really it's a really well crafted piece. kind of hard to get it wrong.
I'm
So
just, I'm, I just laugh at John Travolta all the time in that movie because
yeah,
I thought he
well,
was funny.
I
thought he
thought so
was
too.
funny.
I mean, when you think about the John, the movie that's not the musical, the weirdness of John Waters, I think that kind of plays into the weirdness a little bit. John Travolta as Edna it's a
which
little weird, which I think
which
is a little Waters-esque.
it's funny.
It is.
It's funny enough because Ricky Lake makes an appearance in the remake.
She
That's
does.
right.
She does. She does.
And then, did any of you get to meet Harvey Firestein by any chance?
Never met Harvey.
No,
I mean, yeah, I've never met Harvey. That's wild.
That's funny we mentioned Hairspray because he was the one that originated Edna on Broadway actually.
yeah,
For sure.
so
For sure.
iconic.
Voice.
And just Nikki Blonsky. Ugh.
I think we're going to have a Broadway special too.
Part 2, yeah.
Part
Yeah,
two.
there's just too many things to talk about. Absolutely.
There is quite a bit.
You know so
Before
much.
before we stop, can we have everybody just promote anything, websites? We know about the Yacht Rock-ettes. You could promote some of the shows, any other projects everybody has. Please do that so that our viewers can go to your websites or go to your shows or anything. So please, Michael, you can start.
I'm still happily playing around with the Yacht Rock-ettes, which is great, and I have a show that I do that's all the music of Paul Simon
Oh, wow.
that I do with a full band. We sing the songs and we do Simon and Garfunkel stuff and solo stuff. And
You
we
did it last
Garfunkel.
night with
I had one last night with Dina's
Jim,
husband Jim
our
on the
drummer.
drums.
Wow. Where's
But we
that? What's the name of that?
It's called Feelin Groovy, and we have a performance coming up on October 6th at Metropolis in Arlington Heights. So if you're around and you want to come check it out, please do.
I always appreciated Simon and Garfunkel, but they kind of went under the radar after Simon left.
Yeah, they had a hard time staying friends. I think they were like
it's ironic that one of my favorite songs comes from the comeback from 1971, "Bridge Over Troubled Water." Anyone?
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful song. We do that one for sure. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a good show. I may check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dina?
My focus performance-wise right now is our band, Yacht Rock-ettes. We actually, the three of us have a gig tonight.
Yeah.
If it goes,
Yay.
if the rain doesn't kill it. We'll be in Villa Park tonight. We're in Lockport on August 17th, Cary on August 20th, and actually a really great show we would love to see everybody at is September 3rd at the Broken Oar.
Oh, wow.
In Fort Barrington. Yeah. So those are just a few of ours. And then I'm starting to work with my students. I teach music theater dance too. And we'll be doing Joseph this year with the Performers Theater Group, it's called. So that's what I'm up to.
Awesome.
I forgot Andrew Lloyd Webber directed that stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wrote, yeah.
Joseph is a great show.
I love Joseph.
Woo.
Yeah, me too.
Andrew?
Keely?
Well, I think Dina did it for me. I'm gearing up to direct Hairspray in the fall. I do work at Music Theater Works. We're gearing up right now. Our next show is Escape to Margaritaville, which is a Jimmy Buffett musical.
Oh, nice.
Rest in peace,
Yeah.
Jimmy, because I always loved him.
Yeah, and so that starts rehearsal in a couple weeks. We're still working on casting that, and then I'm gonna do a really cool thing that I can't really plug it, but I got to direct a show last year at my alma mater, Illinois Wesleyan University. I'm gonna coach their upcoming showcase, which is really cool, and then we get started on next season at Music Theater Works. So we are already getting ready to start auditions for Parade, which we're producing is their first show of the next season. So that's gonna be
Isn't
busy.
that a Hammerstein show? Parade, I think, is right.
No, Jason Robert Brown.
Oh,
Okay.
It's not produced. It's not produced as much, but it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Good. Well, we want to thank Michael, Dina, and Keely for coming on our show today. And please, everybody, go see the Yacht Rock-ettes and Feelin Groovy, Hairspray,
And a bunch of other.
fantastic. You guys are great stories. Fantastic, really stuff. Steve didn't even know that, and that's going far. If he doesn't,
And I'm the Broadway
Well,
guru over
he's the
here.
guru.
Yeah,
So
man.
maybe we can do a second one at some point. What do you think?
Love it.
Anytime.
Sounds
Thank
good.
Steve,
Thank
Steve,
you,
and Joe.
guys.
Thank you
Yeah,
Yeah,
both
thank
for
you.
all
Thanks for
you do.
coming on. Really, this was excellent. Thank
We
you. Steve
appreciate
was
you.
in his
Great to
in
meet you,
heaven
Steve
over
Squared.
T
there.
squared
And we'll
forever.
get those up, and we'll get you the
Mhm.
links so you could watch yourselves.
Fantastic.
And we
Oh,
got,
great.
we got Jeff coming up later too.
Yeah.
That's the
So thank you very much. Thanks again. We'll see you guys. Thank you for your time. Really, thank
Of
you.
course.
Thanks,
Take care.
guys.
Thanks.
Bye.